It's been a long time coming, but the wait is finally over, and we now know the verdict of an ex-soccer coach accused of molesting young boys in the AV. Our Jordan Taylor's outside the courtroom and tells us the fate of Renoir Valenti. Jordan?
Let me first start by telling you just how heavy the tension was inside this courtroom. I mean, you could literally feel the nervous energy and anxiety as we all waited for the courtroom clerk to give the verdict. And when she did, it was all downhill for Renoir Valenti.
We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant, Renoir Valenti, guilty beyond a reasonable doubt of the crime of child molestation.
Renoir Valenti is likely to spend the rest of his life in prison. The ex-soccer coach is found guilty on all 15 child molestation charges, and that's not all.
It's a total of, I believe, 15 sexually-related crimes, 4 fraudulent crimes, and then 1 violation of a protective order.
It took no time for jurors to come up with a verdict. In just one day, they came back from deliberation with their decisions. Some were in tears, and others were eager to finally lay down the letter of law.
Juror number 5, is this your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 6, is this your verdict?
Definitely.
Emotions ran high inside the courtroom as the clerk announced the sex offender's guilty charges. Valenti kept his head down, writing notes for most of the hearing. There was one moment when he took off his glasses to wipe his eyes. Prosecutor John Hatami doubts it was a sign of remorse.
He's a manipulator, a pedophile, a predator. I don't see him showing any remorse. The only reason he's doing that is because he's just trying to manipulate the system. He's been doing this for a long time.
Hatami says for nearly 2 decades, Valenti molested young boys. Several complaints were filed, but justice was never served until now.
He faces a maximum confinement time of 154 years to life.
He'll never get a chance to be around any little boys again.
Correct. And I think we're all really happy for that. I'm really happy for that, and I think the public in Antelope Valley is really happy for that.
One juror is hoping this trial will be a lesson for other pedophiles. Judge Davianne Mitchell also had a message for Valenti. She scolded him for scapegoating the verdict hearing on Wednesday when the results first came in. The judge says she won't put up with any more of Valenti's delay tactics, and when it's time for his sentencing in April, he will be in court.
Mr. Valenti, I will share with you for the last time. If you refuse to come out for your sentencing, there will be an extraction order issued for you. These people who are alleged to have no longer alleged victims, they are now been determined by this jury to be victims. Every one of these people have an opportunity and have a right to make a victim impact statement. And I want you to be here so they can look at you and say what they have to say if they choose to do so.
Now, Judge Davianne Mitchell will lay down her final ruling on April 18th at 1:30. Of course, Time Warner Cable News will be in the courtroom bringing you the latest. Reporting in Lancaster, I'm Jordan Taylor for Time Warner Cable News.